Well, Barkha Singh of the Congress Party and Rahul Mehra of the Aam Admi Party. Let's get Barkha Singh on air. Sudhanshu Trivedi, National Spokesperson of the BJP, and Hartosh Singh Bal, Senior Journalist. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if I have the audio line through yet with Barkha Singh. So I will ask the first question, therefore, to Hartosh Singh Bal, and then I'll come to Barkha. Hartosh, do you think Arvind Kejriwal will go after Sheila Dikshit, and can he do that? You know, to sort of involve her in the corruption scams, which he has said she's accused of?
I don't see how he can avoid that. I mean, if you're going to look into the Commonwealth scam, if you're going to look at the CAG report, the name will come up. You will have to follow up on that.
Right.
And I think the onus will be on the Congress how they choose to respond. I think they are the ones in a fix.
Right. So Sudhanshu Trivedi, you think Mr. Kejriwal will go after Sheila Dikshit? Because he has in the past accused her of everything, you know, being a kingpin in everything from Commonwealth Games to her collusion with electricity companies, her involvement in the water scam, her involvement in the transport scam, and basically what Arvind Kejriwal has said is that Sheila Dikshit is a kingpin of all these scams. So do you think Sudhanshu Trivedi, now he will go after Sheila Dikshit despite being supported by the Congress?
First of all, I would like to say that as far as the BJP is concerned, our stand is clear and consistent.
Yeah.
It is the Congress and the Aam Admi Party who have changed their stand.
How?
What they are going to do, it is for both the parties to decide. But as far as the track record of Aam Admi Party is concerned in the last 15 days, if you look, they have changed their stand 4 or 5 times. Initially, Aam Admi Party used to say that each and every leader of all the political parties are corrupt. Sabke sab beiman hai.
Achha.
Even they used to the extent of saying that the entire parliament is corrupt.
Right.
Now what he's saying, 1 week back Mr. Kejriwal was saying, there are some honest people in the other party, they should come us. Then they said, we will never form the government. When they went to the LG, they said, give us time. Then they said, we will not take any support from any of the political parties.
Yeah.
Then they have formally written a letter for support.
Yeah.
Then they have said 18 things. Then they, instead of getting clearance, they went to public. So when they are keep on changing their stand every second day, I'm not pretty sure what they are going to do with the Congress party and others. So keeping the track record, I am having serious doubts.
You know what you can't do. Barkha Singh is on the line. I'm deliberately coming to you at the end, Rahul, so you listen to our points of view. You know, Barkha Singh ji, what you can't do. Can you hear me? This is Arnab here. You can hear me right now. Miss Barkha Singh, can you hear me?
Arnab.
Yeah. Great. Yeah, this is Arnab here. My question to you.
बहुत
अच्छा, आवाज नहीं आ रही है आपको?
जी बोलिए.
अच्छा, तो मेरा सवाल आपसे ये है, and I'll translate this in English and Hindi both. मेरा सवाल आपसे ये है कि आपने अभी सपोर्ट दे दिया आम आदमी पार्टी को, तो आम आदमी पार्टी अगले 90 दिनों में 7 स्कैम्स एक्सपोज करेंगी. In the next 90 days, they will expose 7 scams. I want you to tell me on Newshour tonight that even if these scams involve Ms. Sheila Dikshit or top Congress leaders, you will not withdraw support to the Kejriwal government. आप हमें आज बताइए कि अगर इन स्कैम्स में शीला दीक्षित या कोई बड़े-बड़े कांग्रेस के दिग्गज नेताओं का नाम आए, तब भी आप अरविंद केजरीवाल की पार्टी से सपोर्ट विथड्रॉ नहीं करेंगी. इसका आप गारंटी दीजिए आज हमारे प्रोग्राम पर.
बहुत बेबाक आंखों में ताल्लुक टिक नहीं पाते. मोहब्बत में कशिश रहने को शर्माना ज़रूरी है. जब हमने सपोर्ट दिया है तो कुछ सोच के ही दिया होगा, और हमारा सपोर्ट जारी है. जब हमने एक बार कह दिया कि आपको जो इन्होंने 18 पॉइंट लिख के दिए थे
जी,
उन 18 पॉइंट्स में से हमने 16 पॉइंट्स को राजी करके कि ये 16 पॉइंट्स आपके हैं, इनको आप करिए, आप सरकार बनाइए और आप लागू करिए, आपको जो करना है आप करिए. तो उसमें कहीं भी फिलहाल कोई वापसी का कोई भी हम लोगों का
No, Barkha Singh ji, Barkha Singh ji, you are being insincere. आप insincerity, कैसे मैं कहूँ इसको हिंदी में, आप मुझे सीधा जवाब नहीं दे रही हैं. इसका कारण ये है कि जो 18 promises हैं, there are 16 of them, you say you support them, but many of these promises require Congress party and central government help. So Arvind Kejriwal will need the support, help of the Congress party at the center also. At that time you can't say no, but we never said we'll support you. We only said we will watch. आप सपोर्ट करने को सपोर्ट करें कि देखने के लिए सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं?
अर्नव आप मुझे सुनिए, अभी कुछ भी कहना बहुत जल्दी होगी.
What do you mean?
हम लोग चाहते हैं ये सरकार बनाएं और जो जनता से इन्होंने प्रॉमिसेस किए हैं, जो वादे किए हैं, उनको पूरा करें. और ऐसा हमने कोई बात नहीं कही है कि 90 डेज में हम कुछ करने वाले हैं. हमने ये कहा है कि हम तो 5 साल तक भी ले जा सकते हैं, हम इसको 5 साल भी चला सकते हैं अगर ये गवर्नमेंट चलेगी तो. हमने कोई ऐसी बात नहीं कही
बिल्कुल
है
कहा है,
90 डेज
बिल्कुल कहा है. आपके दिल्ली के कांग्रेस के चीफ अरविंदर सिंह लवली ने कहा है कि सरकार 3 महीने तक भी नहीं चल सकती है, हो सकता है जी, उन्होंने कहा है. एनीवे
लवली जी ने ही ये बात कही है कि अगर ये चलाएंगे तो हम 5 साल तक 5 साल
you be specific with me. No, Miss Barkha Singh, let us be very specifically कहिए ताकि मैं आम आदमी पार्टी से रिस्पांस मांग सकूं. Will you make sure that the central नहीं, सोनिया गांधी और राहुल गांधी को पैसा देना चाहिए दिल्ली के सरकार को. 3,500 करोड़ रुपए का घाटा होगा इलेक्ट्रिसिटी रेट्स कम करने में. There will be a loss of 3,500 crores if power tariff is brought down by 50%. So you tell me that you will support them in that. Will you support them or not support them?
बिल्कुल, जब हमने सपोर्ट करने का दे दिया है प्रॉमिस, तो हम सपोर्ट करेंगे.
आप सपोर्ट करेंगे. So so that's a fairly good commitment, isn't it, Rahul Mehra? That you are going to get not just moral support, but if required financial support from the Congress party to implement the promises which you have enumerated. That's fairly solid actually, I think, coming from Barkha Singh.
बिल्कुल हमारी पार्टी का ये स्टैंड है और हम पार्टी से बिल्कुल पार्टी लाइन पे हैं कि पार्टी का स्टैंड है, हम सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं तो कर रहे हैं.
जी, राहुल मेहरा, you take that at face value?
Arnab, frankly, I would love to take everything what Ms. Singh is saying on face value, but the Congress party track record is such that if we go into the history, history speaks volumes about how minority governments are pulled down by an outside support of Congress party within months.
Right.
I just hope they create history like not before, but they write a new chapter in their past checkered history by supporting this government. And what is this government going to do, Arnab? We have made very clear in those 18 points. We have said that we will go after those who have committed corruption. Now, if you want to say that you are the only ones who were corrupt and you start reacting to that statement, that means you very well know who the corrupt people are. I don't think it's been directed to either Congress or BJP. All we said was that corrupt politicians will not be spared. Number two, what is the manifesto, Arnab? The manifesto talks about various things which various manifestos of other political parties also talk about. If they are going to not allow us...
Rahul, I have no doubt that the Aam Admi Party was talking of the Congress Party primarily through the entire election campaign, at every opportunity, every rally, every mohalla sabha. Am I right or wrong, Hartosh? Did the Aam Admi Party not always say that the Commonwealth Games scam, the Shunglu Committee, Sheila Dikshit's role in electricity companies and collusion, Sheila Dikshit Congress Party role in water scam, Sheila Dikshit Congress Party role in transport scam? At that time, I think 90% of your attention on the issue of corruption was aimed at the Congress Party. Today, Rahul, you are speaking a different tune. Hartosh, change of line? I'm not...
No,
well, Arnab, I think...
No, all I'm saying, Arnab, just allow me.
They might have...
No, what's Hartosh? What do you see?
Maybe Rahul is trying to be realistic, but quite clearly the whole aim of the election campaign was directed at the Congress. The popular support they reaped was because of the resentment against the corruption on exactly these issues of corruption. Today to say that it was aimed at all political parties, fair enough, but the point is it was clearly the Congress which was the target of the rhetoric.
Absolutely, and so now people will see what you can do vis-a-vis the Congress party. But Rahul, you don't have the power to do anything because the Delhi police is not under you. The CBI is not under you. You see, all you can do is set up a judicial commission of inquiry as chief minister. And you know that amounts to nothing. So are you making false promises?
I think, Arnab, I think you are preempting and assuming a lot of things. We haven't even yet taken positions in office. And you're assuming that we will not be able to do simply because we don't have the power out there.
You tell me today
we have given a promise,
what investigative mechanism do you have?
Allow me to make my point, please.
What investigative
Arnab,
mechanism does the Delhi government have at its disposal?
If you allow me, I'm putting my point through. Arnab, I'm coming straight away to that. Please allow me, have some patience.
Right.
We have talked about a Jan Lokayukt bill, Arnab. And within that Jan Lokayukta bill, which we are going to be tabling the moment we come into power,
right,
and we are going to make all our sincere efforts, and I hope both the political parties to whom we have written about it that we intend to do this, and they haven't really, one has given unconditional support which keeps on changing every day. The other has said constructive support.
Nobody's given you unconditional support.
So I hope
only you think
constructive support of BJP would also mean that sending... Well, they are changing every day. We don't know what their support is all about.
No, why are you taking their support if you don't know what the support is about? Why are you taking their
what support was?
No, why?
What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is the Jan Lokayukt bill.
No, 1 second.
What I'm saying is,
why are you taking their support? Is this a you don't know what their why are you taking their support? Why would you want to take the support of somebody who doesn't make it clear what that support is based on? Is this politics about serving the people, or is this about playing a game of cards? I thought this is about actually doing something, right? Not about outfoxing each other.
Not at all.
Either you are in this game to outfox each other. I fear you are in the game to outfox each other.
So Arnab, may I?
Yeah.
Do I have the opportunity to say?
Yeah.
What I want to?
Yeah.
So Arnab, we haven't taken anyone's support. I think you have to really go into all the letters that we have written. Number one, please read the letter which we have sent to the Honorable Lieutenant Governor. We said we have 28 seats. We never said we have 36. We never said we are seeking that support.
That's not the point.
The support of Congress is thrusted upon us.
No, that's not.
We never asked for support. Just allow me now. Now you have to allow me. You have posed the question. Allow me to complete.
Who's thrusting support?
We never asked for their support. For the first time in political history. For the first time in political history, a support is being thrusted on a party.
No, how can
Number
it be
three,
thrust?
there is no alliance, there is no tie-up, there is no understanding, there is no common minimum program. We are a minority government. These ministers are our ministers in the cabinet. Congress is not forming the government. We are forming the government. If they are saying we will give you issue-based support for as far as BJP is concerned, Congress can do whatever they want. We are going to follow and walk our talk. We are going to follow our manifesto. As simple as that. And if our manifesto talks about anti-corruption, talks about going against people, not parties, but people who are corrupt, we will go against them.
Rahul, I am only asking you object. By the way, Barkha wants to respond. Barkha ji respond करना चाहती है. मैं एक बात कहूँगा कि one is that you don't have any independent investigating mechanism, right, to go after, to find out anything about 7 exposes.
Under Lokayukt you do.
By the way, please realize one thing. Realize. You see, you are now going to be in government. You have no independent mechanism. You are saying we are going to have a Lokayukt and we are going to expose 7 scams in 90
you do have. We have created independent mechanisms.
So
you have an independent investigation.
If it is
you have an independent prosecution. You have an independent grievance cell. You have an independent citizens charter. You have every mechanism which is independent, fair, transparent and effective.
But Rahul, if it is independent, and who are you, with respect, or who is Arvind Kejriwal, or who is anybody, to say that we will expose 7 scams in 90 days? Because if it is independent, you can't do their job, no? and you can't investigate on their behalf. Investigation शुरू
we
होने
will
के पहले ही
expose.
आपने
We
कह दिया
never
कि हम
said-
साथ expose करने वाले हैं.
Arnab,
तो ये किस तरह का investigation होगा? 1 minute.
Arnab,
Barkha
you
Singh
rightly
wants to-
said the word. You have used the right word.
No, Rahul.
You have used the right word. We will expose. Rest is up to the Lokpal to take it further.
No, once, but
But
you are
we
in
will only
government.
expose. The Lokayukt can take it
No,
further.
but you are in-
and I'm sure if
No, no,
credible
but
evidence is
you know,
put,
I'm having a
Lokayukt
feeling-
will not deny the right
I'm having a
of
feeling-
investigating into those cases.
Mr. Mehra, I am having a feeling that you have got, you have realized that the practical things you promised people are impossible, like Bohala committees, water, and
Not at all.
special-
You think so?
and especially electricity.
You think so? You have come to that conclusion even giving us a chance to come in
one
office.
second. But please understand. See, the most important thing which people have voted you on, I'm sure you'll agree with me, has been the promise to reduce power tariff by 50%. Now, Mr. Rahul Mehra, you have a choice, right? Either
Yes.
please listen, now have the patience, right? I'm just making an observation after that. You have an option, you go for the low-hanging fruit, do the symbolic things, you know, big swearing-in ceremony at Ramlila Maidan, you know, exposes and all that. Or you say that we are going to substantially and really serve the people, so we are going to go for implementing the 50% cut in electricity. Why don't you choose the more difficult but the more real and, you know,
Yes.
effective option which will serve the people of Delhi? It may have less, you know, it will have long-lasting impact for the people of Delhi, and people will be grateful to you. In fact, people who are watching to see whether you can achieve that promise, right? I'm sure you will want to choose that rather than go in for
Arnab,
you know, slightly more high-profile but controversial campaign. Would you do that?
Arnab, why is it an either or for you?
No,
Why
no.
can't we do all of them simultaneously and together?
No, so
for
which
us,
is the one, which is your
we are not
first?
splitting it into either or like you want to
No,
split
which
it into.
is this
For us,
is
water, electricity, women's security, Jan Lokayukt, all these issues are paramount and equally important and exposing the corrupt people.
because there
you
is
are choosing it to make
because
it a
there is a school
prioritized
of
list.
thought. No, because there is a school of thought. Rahul, I'm just being very practical and honest with you. There is an increasing school of thought speaking to Aam Admi Party leaders that they know it's a short-lived alliance, not going to last. So you know what? Before we get into people questioning us on whether we can actually deliver on the electricity promise, let's get into a state of conflict with the Congress party on which forces them to pull back support, because that is the safest option for us. Let them pull back the safest option
Arnab,
first, so
let me
that
say
way we
this. In our
have best of both
manifesto-
worlds. Is there some truth in that theory
Arnab,
which is
let
doing
me-
the rounds?
Not at all.
No,
Not
there
at all.
isn't, you're saying. Okay,
Not
fine,
at all.
you're
Arnab, you'll
disagreeing
see
with
it.
it.
Wait for 48 hours.
Oh, no, I'm
Wait for 48 hours, you will see it. And
Arnab,
just
I
one
want to say
point.
something.
Sudhanshu
BJP
Trivedi
has said,
no,
BJP
Rahul,
has said
Rahul,
that they would reduce, BJP said that they would reduce the electricity by 30%.
Right.
If it was unrealistic, impractical, why don't you ask the same question to BJP?
because
How are they supposed to reduce it by 30%?
because you took-
Please wait. Have some patience. You have waited, and the citizens of Delhi have waited for 15 long years.
Rahul.
You can't wait for 15 days.
No, Rahul, see.
Please be fair to us.
Rahul, one second.
Wait for
Please,
15 days.
Rahul, the last thing you can tell people today, why do you have high expectations? Please remember, the whole strategy of the Aam Admi Party has been to raise expectations. And you must know that when expectations are raised, especially on the issue of electricity, many people will want you to be putting that up front, solve that, and then do everything else. But Sudhanshu wanted to come in, Barkha wanted to come in. Who goes first? Sudhanshu wants to make a point, yes. Barkha also wants to make. Barkha has listened on patiently. Sudhanshu Trivedi first, yeah.
Actually, what is happening, Mr. Rahul Mehra is saying that the support is thrusted on them. Once you have written a letter, you have by writing asked the support on certain issues, how you can say the report is thrusted on us?
Okay.
Second thing, when they are saying that we will expose 7 scams in 7 days, now you are the government. You must have a responsibility to saying what is the level of investigation, what is the fact, and how many times. It means you are surpassing each and everything. Third thing, you are saying that you will punish the corrupt. Of course, you should punish the corrupt. But it is not possible that on one hand you will saying that punish the corrupt, on the other hand you are taking the support of them. Actually what is happening, they are unable to realize the ground realities of politics. And these ground realities of politics doesn't change even in 1,000 years. Like one principle is there are no permanent friends or enemies in politics. Now you have seen, their bitter enemy, Congress, have become their alliance partner, and their source of inspiration, Annaji's relation with them has become bitter. Then another principle of politics is a very ruthless sin, which says that there is no kinship in the kingship. Even the son and father hardly matters when it comes to power. It is used for Aurangzeb. Now you say, see, that Mr. Kejriwal, who has taken oath in the name of their sons, now he has turned his stand. And Mr. Anna, who was like the fatherly figure, they have thrown them apart for the sake of the power. So what is happening? They are falling prey to the right and wrong principles of politics. They are making claim. I hope that they should be able to realize. And one more thing,
Mr. Trivedi,
when they are saying that the Congress party should support.
Yeah.
Let me complete.
Okay.
Let me complete.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
When they are saying that Congress party should support, will they allow, in the name of internal democracy, that the MLAs of Congress party should go to their respective constituencies and seek their public mandate, whether they should vote to the party who is calling them thief and corrupt and others or not, as they have done? First, I am asking this question to Aam Admi Party.
I think Aam Admi Party wants to respond to you, but
now they will say, they will expect that the Congress High Command should issue a whip. Now they will expect that the Congress High Command should issue a whip.
No, where does the High Command come in all this?
Please have to allow.
No, what's it? Rahul, 1 minute. Rahul, you're really going to have to understand one thing right now. First of all, you see, Mr. Mehra, now you are in power. You as in your party are in power. You are a member of a ruling party. You are going to be sworn in. The whole equation has changed. So please pardon it if today people don't accept you as those, those revolutionary activist types anymore, because you are politicians in power. Now that's something you're going to have to swallow. Right? Even Arvind Kejriwal will have to understand that. He is a politician in power. So the whole tone and tonality will ask you questions like we ask any politician in power. You may wear the cap and say we are Aam Admi, but the fact is you are a politician in power. So please don't mind that, right? Now, my question to, but I want to be very specific.
Not at all.
Before I go into the break, I want to take this forward.
Can I respond, please?
My question to Barkha Singh is, Ms. Barkha Singh, आप सीधी तरह से हमें बताइए कि ये जो 3,500 करोड़ रुपए लगेंगे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के लिए, हाँ, आप कहते हैं आप सपोर्ट करते हैं, क्या आपको लगता है कि केंद्र सरकार की गद्दारी होगी अगर वो 3,500 करोड़ की सब्सिडी अरविंद केजरीवाल की सरकार को तुरंत ना दे? क्योंकि अगर वो नहीं देगी तो ये फिर दिल्ली की सरकार नहीं चलेगी, क्योंकि अगर 50% कट इन इलेक्ट्रिसिटी करनी हो तो 3,500 करोड़ रुपए की जरूरत होगी, राइट? सो आई वांट यू टू जस्ट टेल मी टुडे दैट आपको लगता है कि मनमोहन सिंह सरकार की ओर से गद्दारी होगी अगर अरविंद केजरीवाल के सरकार को, जिसको आप सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, you have to give them 3,500 crores. So will you do that?
चाह रहे हैं, हमने सपोर्ट दिया है, इन्हें सरकार बनाने दीजिए, हमारा पूरा सपोर्ट इनके साथ है. जो भी बाकी की ये बातें बाद में होंगी और होगा. अगर
that's not good enough.
पार्टी सपोर्ट कर रही है.
No, that's not good enough, Ms. Barkha Singh.
तो मैं
that's non-committal.
Sorry?
आप ना इधर ना उधर, neither left nor right. You are just taking a safe position. You can't support without taking responsibility, Ms. Barkha Singh. I'm going to come back to you. I'm taking a short break. I'm taking a short break. Listen, to the Aam Admi Party. To the Aam Admi Party, if you hear what the Congress Party is telling you today, they just refuse to say anything specific. You have 48 hours to decide whether you want to be Chief Minister with such an unreliable support. Back in a few minutes. Now, Rahul Mehra, there are a lot of people who've been analyzing this strange relationship between the Aam Admi Party and the Congress Party. And several people have come to this conclusion, that basically there are two parties, they have their own interests. The Aam Admi Party says we will institute inquiries, do some high-profile media stuff, and then run away, dissolve the government, run away, say we can't get along, take a high moral position, etc. The Congress Party strategy is that if in the process Arvind Kejriwal's profile goes up by 10% or 20%, then it helps the Congress, because the more Arvind Kejriwal's profile grows, he can eat away 4, 5, 6%, 10%, whatever, of the BJP vote in urban centers. So it's a mutually convenient relationship. The Congress has already lost Delhi. So they know Arvind Kejriwal is going to do this in a few weeks, but they're allowing him to do it, Rahul. They're allowing him to do it because it will help cut Modi's profile at a national level. So that's their strategy.
Arnab, that is your take and you're entitled to your take, but allow me to put my facts before you and be as patient as you are with the BJP spokesperson, please. Arnab, a lot has been said by the BJP spokesperson as to what we have done and how we have changed our stance. But I want to place these facts before you. What happened? On December 8th, the results came out. We were the first party to say we don't have the mandate, we want to sit in the opposition. BJP burst crackers, celebrated that they have the mandate, and then after 4 hours decided they also want to sit in the opposition despite having the mandate. So 32 seats vis-a-vis 28 seats. Then we were told that we are shirking away from our responsibility because Congress went, rather than giving us support, letter of support, they gave directly a letter of support to the Lieutenant Governor, thinking that they can trick us into all of this. Then subsequently after that, BJP says you are shirkers because you have shown the moon to the people. I asked you for patience, please. Because we have shown the moon to the people, which are impractical promises that we have made. Therefore, we can't comply with them. But so we challenge you, don't run away from them.
But on 14th, of December,
then subsequently,
on 14th of December, Rahul, on 14th of December, no, allow me,
then
on
we go back
14th
to
of
the public.
December,
Please allow me have the same patience as you show to the other panelists. Why don't you have the same patience for me?
14th of December, Arvind Kejriwal says I'll go to the elections. I don't. 14th of December, he says, I will have no truck with the Congress or the BJP. Let there be fresh elections. Now, what happened after that?
Yes, I'm telling you, provided you listen to me, Arnab.
No, but you haven't even come to 14th yet. You're giving me the history and geography of things without going on the 14th. Yeah.
I didn't. BJP started all this. You allowed them to put all this history and geography before the people.
You see, you
but you're not allowing me the same chance to debate.
You see, Rahul,
I don't know why you are so impatient today.
Because I'm not even asking you that question.
I'm trying to put my point across. You're not willing to listen.
No, 1 second. Because you are too defensive tonight. I'm not even asking you.
Did you ask the same question? You never asked that question to BJP.
No, I'm not even
answered, but you chose to hear them.
You see, he answered my question. You see, Rahul, please understand this. I know you've gone around all day wherever you have, and all Aam Admi Party people are being asked the same question. That what got into you, that you had to get into a relationship with the Congress party. But I am not even asking you the question. It's your choice. You've done it. I am asking you, is it true that you are willing to be played along by the Congress party, which wants to play you along so that if your profile grows, it'll help cut Modi? That's part of their game. And your game is that, you will say that I will institute these inquiries. We cannot work with these people. The Lokayukt is not getting the support it requires. We need to have certain inquiries, follow-up action must be done by the centre, and resign. So this particular strategy, which is there between both of you, it doesn't help the people of Delhi or the people anywhere. It may help you.
So allow me.
Yeah, so now I'm completely allowing you.
Allow me, Arnab. Arnab, thank you. Arnab, post 14th, Arnab, circumstances changed, the discourse in the country changed, various channels were running various opinion polls of theirs, and the overwhelming feeling one got was that people do want Aam Admi Party, though we were second in number, and that's why we went to the people back through a referendum of ours, whether you like it or not. We didn't sit in our ivory towers and strike a deal or cut a deal with Congress. Today also it's a minority government. I'm sure astute a journalist like you understands what minority governments are. Where is the question of support? Where is the question of alliance? Where is the question of
minority governments?
But Arnab, come to the serious issue.
Serious
issue. We are catching bull by its horn, and we are wanting to govern, and we are wanting to be servants of the people, and fulfill our promises. But you choose not to allow us to give even that much of time, of 48 hours, before coming into power. You want all answers. You want the entire manifesto of 5 years to be implemented before coming into power. Please have some patience, Arnab. You showed 15 years of patience with Congress.
Mr. Mehra, first of all, Congress was not surviving on our support. All I'm saying is, and Hartosh will bear me out on this.
Neither are we.
Hartosh will bear me out. He's a journalist with more experience than me. You see, politics is one side when you are outside power, when you're fighting an election, when you're an outlier. But you are not an outlier today. And governance is not showmanship. I'm sure you'll agree, Hartosh, when it comes to hard governance is not about showmanship. You'll have to reduce the showmanship and go get more into nitty-gritty issues of how you implement your promises. There is a feeling, Hartosh, that from day one they are trying to find ways of running away from those promises. In that case, you shouldn't have got into a truck with the Congress party directly or indirectly. Don't you think, Hartosh, even now, it is better if Arvind Kejriwal tells people that, look here, I have no clarity on what I'll be allowed to do, how much I can do. So I'll only become chief minister if there's a common minimum program. Otherwise, people may accuse him later, Hartosh, of being overeager.
Arnab, I'm ambivalent about it, but I do feel that the Aam Admi Party has done the right thing in forming this government for the simple reason that they've shown a certain pragmatism, and if you have to work in government, that pragmatism is necessary. It is very different from the idealism of fighting an election. And I think they will be under scrutiny by the public. If they are going to stick to showmanship, the public will see through it. If they are honest in their intentions, I think the public will reward them. So those two courses are still open to them. I don't think that is going to change whether they announce a common minimum program with the Congress or not, because that's certainly not going to happen.
And Hartosh, tell me tomorrow, do you think if they say tomorrow that we could not implement this electricity cut by 50%, which was the cornerstone of their entire campaign across several months, because we haven't got XYZ cooperation from people outside, do you think then people's sympathy will be with Arvind Kejriwal? They will say, yes, we understand your heart was in the right place, but you did not have the wherewithal to do it.
Arnab, I think people will be watching this government closely. I think just that mere statement will not be enough.
Not enough.
But if there have been a series of steps which seem like concrete means of achieving that step, and if the Congress has come in the way, then he will be believed. But if it is just a rhetorical statement meant to blame the Congress, then people will not go with him.
You know,
those are the choices before that party.
Mr. Trivedi, you have a real threat now. Mr. Trivedi, the way I'm looking at it is, you have a real threat. You have a political party, the Aam Admi Party, which has got into the game. It's not running away from the game. B, they might use a fight with the Congress party to gain more popularity. They will have some experience of running a government. They will make their agenda public. They'll use every opportunity to, to keep up the high profile. Plus, direct counter to Narendra Modi in urban centers. Today we did a news report on how BJP workers were trying to go on this expensive junket to, I don't know if you saw it, to South America on taxpayer money. And the interesting thing is there's no Aam Admi Party MLA who's doing that. It's only Congress and BJP MLAs who are wasting taxpayer money by doing something like that. So what happens is this party will then get the fillip, Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, of becoming a player at the national level. Are you feeling insecure now? Because as Hartosh says, if they play their game well, if they are not impulsive...
there is no question of being insecure.
Are you insecure?
But I may agree to you that this may be a design of Congress party to provide a position to Aam Admi Party that they may eat up to, they may try to eat up to BJP's votes in the urban middle class. Because the Congress may be more scared of BJP coming into power and with the popularity of Sri Narendra Modi. So obviously they may be their game plan. But we are not scared at all, because we know that a person is known by the company they keep. When the Aam Admi Party has come in the company or in the alliance with Congress party, as I've already stated, how many times they have changed their stand, how many times they are changing their character, we are pretty sure that they will now Rahul was saying that you should understand the compulsion of a minority government.
What compulsion?
I think that now they will also understand the compulsions of the politics. There are three differences. Being a mission is different, being a political party is a different, and being a government is a different. Like you are saying that you will bring the 700 liters free of cost water.
Power tariffs. I have one question.
Yes,
I have one question. Now we know that government is being formed. I just want one question. One minute.
From UP.
We know government is being formed.
And UP government?
No, we know government is being formed.
This is a tall claim you are playing.
No, I don't believe in tall claims. I'm asking, government is being formed, right? Arvind Kejriwal will be chief minister day after tomorrow. So last question to Rahul Mehra. Rahul Mehra, today is 25th of December 2013, right? So my question to you is, let's say that 25th of January 2013 will everybody in 2014, will everybody in Delhi get half their electricity bills in terms of real tariff? When they get their bill on the 1st of February 2014, will this be half the amount that they were paying 3 months back? Will it or won't it?
Arnab, you clearly haven't read our manifesto. Our manifesto says we will immediately after coming into power have an audit of these discoms, and subsequent to that audit, whatever is the finding of that audit, we shall act accordingly and surely
did you not promise the
please,
people? 1 minute, one minute, one minute, just 1 minute.
I again urge
just
before
1
you,
minute.
Arnab,
No, 1 second.
I urge before you.
1 minute.
That have some patience. It's 48 hours. Day one has not even started and you have written us off.
No, 1 minute. I'm not saying. So you are saying now that you never promised the people of Delhi 50% cut in tariffs in real.
I never said that. You're interpreting it, Arnab.
No, I'm not interpreting.
I never said that. I said we will have an audit first.
No, once you'll have an audit first, but it will lead to a 50% cut, right? You said that
it's in writing. It's in black and white. Read our manifesto.
What you said is that you will audit the power firms and you will slash the prices by half. I thought you said both, right? Now you are saying you only said the first part.
Yes.
So what is wrong in what you said? So you said we will audit power firms and
what
slash
is wrong
prices
is you
by
are
half. Did you say the second part or not say the second part? If you never said the second part, then say now I never said the second part.
We did say it. We stick by it.
Right.
We are not a party who will run away from what we say. We are a party which walks our talk.
Good.
And hopefully, from 48 hours now, from today, you will see that happening.
So good.
Have some patience is all I expect from you.
For me, all politicians, I'm saying therefore today you didn't answer my question. Come on, Rahul, don't be like all politicians. I am asking you today on the 1st of February, will your party...
Come on, Arnab, give me a better chance.
No, I'm not. I've never given chances to any politician. On the 1st of February, will people in Delhi, as they were promised by your party, have their power bills slashed by half or not?
You are putting a new timeline which we have never given.
Oh, so now you're changing. What is your timeline?
Properly.
No, may I know your timeline?
It's not changing.
Come on, don't be like all parties pushing the timeline.
It's been the same forever.
No, what is the timeline?
Sorry?
What is your timeline?
The timeline is that we will have an audit within... Yes, we will have an audit. Audit will take whatever time.
What is whatever time?
I think it's 3 months out there.
Come on,
and after 3 months...
No, 1 minute.
After 3 months, it's not 15th of February, it's not 1 month. We have said in our manifesto, 3 months audit. After audit, prices shall be slashed.
Oh, no, by how,
that is what we have said. So please wait, Arnab. Don't jump the gun.
1 second. You're a fine one, Mr. Rahul Mehra, for accusing me of jumping the gun. I am reminding you of what you told the people of Delhi 1 week, 2 weeks
Nobody
back.
can accuse you, Arnab.
You said
that privilege is only lying with you.
You said nobody can. You said 2 weeks back. Now, either I was hearing, you said 2 weeks back, every Aam Admi Party leader said, did they or did they not say, Hartosh, let's be clear on this, right? Did they or did they not say that we will do an audit and slash power rates by half?
Arnab, they certainly did, and I think if they survive this experience, they'll learn to write manifestos in a much better language. They'll learn how not to make promises in elections.
No, but now they have made the promise.
Promise that cannot be fulfilled in the way that they have made it.
But it cannot be. No, but 1 second. But now what happens therefore then? There's no going back. You raise expectation. I want one word from Sudhanshu Trivedi. I come back to you, Rahul. You see, please, this is not what I said, what Hartosh said, what Barkha said, or what Sudhanshu Trivedi said. It is what Rahul Mehra and Aam Admi Party said. And you went house to house and you said, we will do an audit and slash power rates by half. Now you are saying we'll do an audit in whatever time, and after that we will cut. But we are not going to tell you by when. People in Delhi will ask you, by when will my power bill be cut in half?
No.
You will say...
Not at all.
You will say that...
Not at all.
You will say, I promised you one thing. You are assuming the other. You promised, if I open the lines of the people of Delhi today, I'll ask the question to people of Delhi, voters in Delhi, were you or were you not promised? Were you or were you not promised that your power will be cut by half?
There is a timeline.
Yes?
Arnab, we did promise.
So what's your timeline?
Arnab, we did promise it will be cut by half. We did promise there will be an audit.
When? No.
3 months, we did promise audit and cutting the rate.
Well,
please read our manifesto. That's all I request.
I have quoted your manifesto.
And this is exactly what we said before the people also.
your manifesto.
On various channels we have said this. Arnab, on your channel itself we have said this.
So, last chance, last time I'm asking you, by which date in the foreseeable future will the power bills of Delhiites, as per the promise of Arvind Kejriwal during the election, be cut by half?
Right. So the answer is, Arnab, to your question, that we shall immediately order an audit of the discoms. Within 3 months, that audit should be completed, and immediately thereafter 50% slash in power tariffs will be done. We would be more than happy to do it within the first 2 weeks if we are able to meet that. But the outer limit is what I'm telling you. This is what we have said.
So maximum 3 months, right? Okay, fine. So Sudhanshu Trivedi, maximum 3 months, which means
yes, or no, I'm so grateful that by the middle of March, understood what I wanted to say.
By the middle of March, at the latest, the Aam Admi Party will ensure that the power bills of every person in Delhi are cut by half after the audit. Yes, Sudhanshu Trivedi, take it at face value. We'll ask them.
And I urge you, Arnab,
Sudhanshu Trivedi,
please follow us step by step.
You know, I am not a member of the Aam Admi Party, but I have read your promises.
I think the millions of viewers, which are watching this Times Now show must be watching that the one thing which is totally under the authority of the government and the executive authority of the government, they are unable to give a timeline. This is the politics. So you have asked questions the last time that why BJP is scared. I would like to say that BJP is a party which was not scared under the gigantic personality of Jawaharlal Nehru. Under the tyrannic rule of Indira Gandhi, we fought. The 400 majority rule of Rajiv Gandhi.
This is not a BJP rally.
During the Ram Janmabhoomi movement, we were not scared.
This is not a BJP rally.
That we will be scared on this.
This is not a BJP rally.
They are getting exposed of their own
This is not a BJP rally.
Joining a party like the corrupt party, like Congress party.
Sir, please, this is not a BJP. Hartosh wants to say something. I'm wrapping up, but yeah. Go ahead. Hartosh.
Arnab, I just have one question to Rahul. If they are going to slash the tariff by half, what is the audit needed for?
Exactly. Why do you need an audit if you have decided to cut it into half? Exactly.
Right. So the question, Hartosh, it's a brilliant question.
No, it's a very simple question.
There are certain facts and figures that... Now you don't allow me to answer.
I'm not stopping you.
There are certain facts and figures that we have under our privy. We know that there is widespread corruption within the discoms. There are manipulation of books of accounts. There are orders which were passed but which were not allowed to come into and fructify because of the Sheila Dikshit government.
Yeah.
We are going to get into all of those. We are also going to get into with an independent agency to look into the meters which there is a widespread complaint that these are meters which are running fast. Once the independent agency does this and there is an audit, whatever be the outcome of that audit, and we are absolutely sure that the audit will match what we have, what the figures we have under RTI and through our own
agencies that we will be able to deliver. You can't say that today. You can't say that. You can't say we hope that our estimates will match the figures, because people of Delhi were promised a 50% cut in electricity tariff. And to the people of Delhi, Rahul Mehra of the Aam Admi Party says, by the middle of March...
Why don't you wait? Why are you wanting to judge it today? At least let the day one of the governance start, Arnab.
You said
you're so anxious, I can't believe it.
Why are you getting irritated when I remind you of the promises?
Let us come into office to do it.
No, one second. Rahul Mehra, first of all, I wanted... One thing I'll just say to Rahul one-on-one.
Allow us to come into office and perform.
Mr. Mehra, there is something called scrutiny, right? So you're going to be A, under scrutiny. B, you say that you were forced and coerced into taking the support of the Congress. I would like to tell you, nobody forced and coerced you into telling the people of Delhi their power bills will be cut by half. If you don't cut their power bills by half, they are watching you. This is not a promise we have made. This is a promise you have made.
Absolutely.
You are in government. You deliver. Thank you very much for joining us on
Arnab,
Newshour Debate 2.